Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do for you. I'm back in the book, back on vacation. I'm back in my groove, doing what I do. Let's get this party started. We're going to do the chakras. We're in number 3. The third spiritual energy center, number 3, aka the chakra. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. We got the chakra thing going for you. We call them the third energy. We call them the energy centers. This is number 3 on the chakra. Third energy center consciousness. Third energy conscious centers, aka chakras. Number 3, if I got time, I'm going to try to slip number 4 in for you too. Let's go. Let's see if I can get this out the way. The third energy conscious center is located in, we call it a solar plex, right here in the middle, above you, right above your belly button. Symbols of this constant is the downward. There you go, right here. Okay. I keep my little display here. I got little chakras right here. You see the downward triangle? Okay. That represents the female part. Okay. That's what let you know right quick. And the symbols of downward triangle representing the womb of the female of creation. And it symbolizes energy that is moving downward. You're pushing it down towards the earth and toward earthly behavior patterns, okay? Emotions and your animal passions and your desires. These are all instinctive things that even animals rely on and refer to. That's the third level. At the third level, you ain't out the woods yet, because you see where Ahmet is biting at the third level here. Okay, so this is you, number 3. You didn't get past him. Okay, so number 3, I'm gonna teach you how to get past him so you can raise your conscious level. We call it vibration, energy vibration. But let's talk about the energy consciousness centers. We know it better as Kundalini, or everybody know it as chakras. All right, how you raise them, how you understand them, and then this element for this center, they got the fire. It represents fire. Now, those attributes that it represents inside you are the elements are hot-headed, quick-tempered, some people like that. And most people, when you tell them about them, and some people just live in denial, okay? If you're going to self-improve, you have to see yourself flaws, your character flaws, your personal things that you may not want to look at, but that's what you have to do in order to improve yourself. Other people is constructive criticism. They'll tell you what it is, they see it, but you should recognize it in yourself. That's what they call it, self-improvement, okay? So in this level, at number 3, You are hot-headed, you quick to anger, but you are pretty much an achiever, and you have ambitions because you have desires of the flesh. You have things that you want, and this level also, your predominant psychic activity, meaning the way you think, your thought process. Every zodiac has a label, the characteristics of what it is. They knew what a Capricorn was before I got here. I freaked out when I read it. I'm saying, how the hell? And they right on point. So if you don't think there's nothing to horoscope, you think again. It's something about that. Why? It's important. Watch this. For a reason. But now, if you're psychic for this level, your vital sign is the fire, which sustains what? Your physical body, and is located here in the energy center, and it gives one a sense of what? Power and will, courage. Yeah. Mostly, I haven't met a passive Leo yet. They all, I'm Leo. They got that little extra. And that's what that sign says you are. It ain't nothing to do with me. It ain't personal. I know everybody who's a Leo. They got that about them. They take pride in being Leo. I'm a Leo. The lion. Yeah, but that's all psychological. That's what it's about. And you can't get around it. Simple. All right? Where we at? And your character already been laid out. You fall into it and you realize it. Wow, yeah, that's me. How did they know? Yeah, so there's something to it. That's all I'm saying. When somebody knows something about you that only you know because you're doing it, how the hell they know? My point right there. And with this psychic concept in the aspect of your character, okay, this is what? Located in an energy center. It gives you a sense of power. Also, this center is full of what? You ready? Emotions. Everybody has stored up emotions. Leos, y'all are the worst. When y'all let off. Y'all don't hold nothing back. Y'all just go, okay? But their energy is from fire. They fire driven. They passionate about it. I get passionate about my teaching. I understand that, so trust me. And they have desires. Watch this. Now, you cannot like what they say about your character. You cannot like the aspect they say, but that's what it is. Moving on. Watch this. Now, these are your desires. Again, and I use Leo's person because I know a lot of them in it all. One, you and all, they're all the same. Not regular, but that's just how they are. Live up to their horoscope. Desires include, ready? They want to be around a long time. Why? They can live in the limelight. They stuck to stuff. Leo, trust me, know them. And they all egotistical because they want fame. They want everybody to know their name. Like my man, Evan, don't you want to go? Everybody know your name. In the hood, when you local, everybody know you, that's cool. But for Leos, they want everybody to know their name. They want to be famous. Oh, and they thrive on what? Power. Oh, they love power. Nothing more than power. And wealth. Oh, Lord, you get them. These are all the things that a Leo, when they got it, man, you done created a monster. Authority, Jesus Christ. And the last one, immortality. If they understood themselves, they'd be bad man pajamas. Okay. But as in the individual personality, they're ignorant of that aspect of themselves. Right there. The immortality. They think they're human, so they better than everybody else. And we all spiritual beings having a human experience. But again, it's all mental. It's all in the mind. And the possible psychic dysfunction. There we go. That's that word. I just gave you the breakdown of the character. Now let's talk about their dysfunctional characteristics of the Leo. We talk about now Leos. They are their inability to control their emotions. Ooh-wee. Desire to control environment and attempt to provide for one's own security. Always looking out for number one. Oh yeah. Lack of consideration of others. When you are egotistical, you could care less about anything that ain't about you. You could care less. And those people, we know them. And if you don't, take a look in the mirror. But they have lacking consideration for others while always attempting to fulfill their goals or their desires. You know somebody like that? They have what we call an personality imbalance, or what they call also obstruction of what this energy centers that manifest as feelings or inadequacies and powerlessness. When you cause your own demise, when you do things to you that you guys sit back and say, well, how'd I get here? I did this. I caused this. When I was in prison, every day I had to realize, yeah, dog, this is the results of all that. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, that's what this is the result. You still want to do that? Nope. So once you make the decision to change something that you know is wrong for yourself, that's the best touch. That's the best teacher ever. Why? Experience. That's all. People can tell you, they can counsel you, they can tutor you, they can talk, they get blown in the face. Until you make that conscious decision, it means nothing. Trust me on that one. Again, experience. And when your ability is, your energy centers are obstructed, now it makes it harder for you to manifest what? Your actual feelings of adequacies. When you feel inadequate, it's because you have personal characteristic flaws that you are imbalanced and you ain't addressing. And you may feel powerless and you feel what? Incapable of expressing yourself to others. A lot of people not good at it, open up and, express themselves. So everybody ain't able to sit down and just run off how they do what they do. Everybody ain't built that way. And a psychiatrist, their job is to figure out what's best for you to get you to open up to them so they can get what's going on inside your head. Because you have to tell them. They don't know. You have to tell them. So that's part of the job. But you have to be able to recognize where they are, the good and the bad, and their characteristic personality, and they do that very well, okay? Most people don't know how to read people, but when you get good at it, you can see the telltale signs real quick, and you know who you're dealing with. Moving on. But that's my street acronym. But in this symbol, you have the animal, which is the center for this symbol is the ram with the horns, okay? Aries, okay? Them guys, Aries, are smart people. Hence, the ram, the head. Okay, starts to look inside with the ram always too. That's Amun, the ram-headed god. And the way to awaken these energy centers in the third level, you ready? Daily concentration on it while what? Mentally or vocally what? Chanting the sound of this center. And all of them is I personally like to keep it internal. Some people like to verbally say it, but it's If you go to the monastery, you go to where the monks are, you will hear them hit the bell, and they go all at one same time. Harmony. Okay, they use that as a concentration tool. It works. Trust me. But the tongue and the mouth don't move. It's a vibration, and that's what the part of it is about. And now, if you're a beginner meditator, and at this center, or this particular meditation, on this spot, you are sending your energy. They call it prana, chi, your second, through what? All parts of the body. With proper breathing technique, the oxygenating blood goes where it needs to and takes the oxygen where it needs to in a real timely fashion. And that's what they know how to breathe to make that happen, to rise that oxygen level through your blood system and get it where it needs to go. But this is some deep stuff. Okay? And it works. Why? They've been practicing for thousands of years. That's why. Okay? I'm just giving you a little breakdown, but living it, understanding it, doing it is a beautiful thing. Why? It's a way of life that you can increase your self-knowledge. Trying to be cool. All right, here we go. Now, the way to awaken this one, okay, I gave you the breakdown of the breathing. Now, meditators. Now, when you learn how to channel or control your breathing, the chi, they call it, moving back in the day, the old Chinese man, he'd stand there and the guy kick him in the scrotum. He said, I moved my chi, ha ha ha. So they knew how to move the body. But they knew the body real well. But, okay, now let's talk about how you can increase your health. And it's increased how? It increased your digestion and your equal distribution if you're able to breathe and open up all your energy centers throughout your body. That breathing rhythm, it takes the oxygenated blood and it pumps it up to where it needs to go. It's a technique that works, trust me. When you practice it for a while, some people tell me, but I get lightheaded. I mean, you hyperventilation, that's not the right breathing technique. You're doing something wrong, okay? But it's all about getting your body. And the effect is physical, and you gain emotional balance. You learn to calm yourself. You see me doing this, and I get excited, I got to tell myself, whoa. Calm it down. Because it rises. Your temperature, like anything else, they call it the thermometer. Some people live like a thermometer. If something get them agitated, they go to shake and they get crazy. Okay, that's emotion. You got to learn how to control them. So I use my technique of pushing it down. Okay, this is the prerequisite for what? How you gain it, higher spiritual enlightenment. You have to live it. You have to practice it. You have to experience it. So now you know it. It ain't what I say. No, it ain't what I read. It's what you experience for yourself. And that's what it's all about. That's what I mean by I do what I do for you. What? For you to practice it. It'll work for you too. That's my point. Now, after you get your chanting going, you got the sound, your energy centers are moving up for a few minutes. Remember, it don't take a long time to get meditative state of mind, but it takes practice daily to get comfortable, so you'll get better as you go. You know, first time go out, I meditate for a half hour, 40 minutes. I was so refreshed. You're so full of crap. Moving on, but it's all personal. Again, when something is going on for you, you ain't got to dress it up. You ain't got to make it no more than what it is. How about a lot of time you ain't got to do nothing. Just experience it. Have it for yourself. I only share my blessings and my good things with people who understand. You can't do that with everybody. Why? People don't give a damn. That's why. And if they're not having it, they ain't trying to hear it. Okay? Misery love company. If they miserable, they don't want a happy-go-lucky person who happy about what's going on. They don't want that. But that's the problem. Nobody's practicing how to be like that. It don't just happen. You work on it. Now, after you get your chant going, you get a proper breathing technique. You sit quietly and you observe what, once your breathing technique is get together, now you observe, it's called reflecting. You relax your mind and your body gently and you search your database, your mind, and go back over those feelings within what? Your own actions, your own thoughts. How did you feel about the past? How you feel about the present? Where and what were you trying to get done? And you are now, assessing oneself. How did you deal with others? If you have a day where you go back and say, I really shouldn't have dealt with that, If you're not assessing your actions, you're going to duplicate the same action. If that action is not good, and when you assess it, you check it and you assess it yourself. That's why. That's what self-reflection is all about. Reflecting. Excuse me. It's personal. Take it that way. Use it for a purpose to better yourself. See yourself as equal to others. And equal to nature itself. Become one with everything. Excuse me. Serving others as or treating others as you would want them to treat you. Same philosophy. It's been that way since forever. So when you're doing that, you feel more at peace. And when your wisdom yoga that you practicing, daily, that all needs, all your needs are taken care of in a most mysterious but unfailing way. if you're a prayer or you believe in God, and if you're praying for something or you're looking for something and you still haven't gotten it, haven't received it, from experience, a lot of times when you're doing living right, whatever it is you need, it will be there. It won't leave you hanging. So I don't know how you're living. I just gave a lesson. How you know you're living right? When all your needs are answered, all your needs are taken care of mysteriously. Right there, it said mysteriously, but what? Unfailing. I have yet to be denied something that I need, that I ask for. I'm just saying, and I ain't religious by no stretch. Okay, I'm spiritual, but I have knowledge and understanding, and I live what I teach. That's the difference. If you're living right, doing right, good things got to happen for you. Simple as that. Moving on. I'm wrap this up. I can't get 2 lessons in. I don't went too far. But the visualization. When you visualize your personal conflicts in your own mind, in the issues, now you what? You're resolving them. What? Inside yourself. You're burning up what? The bad feeling, that situation that you're taking care of where? Within yourself. Because what? You don't want to produce it. That's called a fetter. When you handle your business, that's self-reflecting. That's growing spiritually, internally. Why? You're handling it for yourself, and you should handle it the next time better or different. At least different. It may not be better, but it should be. Why? Because you won't handle it the way you did before. And when you think you did a good job then, most people would do what? Another chance at it. They get it right. I did. Visualization. That's important to see it in your mind. Okay? You visualize them, what? All the negative qualities, they become what? Thinner. They become less and less obstacles in your daily life. Why? You're starting to cut them down. You're starting not to act on them. You're starting to put the nonsense behind you. And now they become what? Diffused in the element they call air. It just dissipates. It just all of a sudden goes away. So like it's just kind of nowhere. It go back to nowhere. How about that? Like magic, they say. Wrapping it up. In Egyptian symbolisms, we had a monster called Amet. That's him right here. He's the unrighteous soul, it's a she, excuse me. She's the unrighteous soul devourer. Anything under here, if you didn't reach the 4th level on the chakras, first 3, red, orange, and yellow, those bright colors, no level of vibration. If you don't get to the green level, that's the 4th level. You see, he's eating everything there down. So I tell Mason, don't think because you got a little 3 funky degrees that you got something, you still in the danger zone. You still don't know what you need to know. Okay, just a little tidbit. Let me wrap this up for you. But this part right here is important. This is the coup de grace right here. Pay attention. Now, in Egyptian symbolism, Amet, the monster who is the soul devourer of the unrighteous, bites the string of the energy centers, which symbolically symbolizes the subtle spine of you, the initiate. Between the 3rd and the 4th energy center, I showed you that. In doing this, Amet is showing what? That the separation of those who are worldly minded, okay, low level, and over whom he has power, that is those who have what? Not progressed beyond the 3rd energy center, the 3rd level, and those who have raised their consciousness beyond the first 3 centers, you're in the game. You're in the ballpark, so to speak. If you don't get past 3, you ain't even in the game. That's the part. So when you when you go beyond these first 3 centers, he or she now begins to experience what they call expansion beyond the physical. Now it becomes mental, okay? Being and beyond what? Your ego self. The ego don't know about God. The ego don't know about its higher self. The ego don't know nothing but itself. That's what they call it, self, ego self. It believes it is God. It edged God out and took God's place. Like, I'm running this. And if you let the ego run you, oh, you got a problem. But that's the concept. We try to teach you about that. Now we call him Satan. We call him the devil. It's you. The evil side of you is you. Moving on. So the first 3 centers are under the domain of Set. aka the devil, the evil one, Seth, whatever. It's your ego identified with who you are. Once you clarify, get the ego in check, put it in check. Don't let it run nothing. No, put it in the service position. The deity of worldliness, impulsiveness, behavior, and just relies on their basic animal instinct. That's called a beastly nature. The first three levels are what we call beastly nature. Animals function on those levels. That's why. And man's supposed to raise above that. The first monument with the Sphinx, it represents the beastly nature that man rise above it, become conscious of himself. And you ride your lower nature, you have impulsive behavior, you go off basic instincts, and those above are presided over by who? You ready? Haru. The true you is Haru. That's the spirit that's in me and you. That's the deity of divine realization, or what we call Nihas, or aka knowing thyself, or knowing your higher self. Haru is the God in you coming from the Father. That's what's all about, not some fictitious person. Oh, he was just God only begotten Son. Hope you got the lesson. I'll be back with part 4. It's going to be another lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And in closing, right thinkers, you got to understand this. May you all let it be 100, me, 100 minus a day. So I know that never know that my right thinkers have passed away. That would be devastating.